Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Icewind Dale.
I shall see to it. I,
Alright, we're going up to the central area.
I am
Let's
on
go
it.
talk to the knight. Yeah, hey. Alright, so he can give you some lore on the place. He was a blade singer, I believe they're called. Or spell sword or something like that. It's like an elf who can fight and use magic both. And he was sworn to protect this place, originally called the Hand of the Seldarine. They worked with dwarves from a place called Dorn's Deep. The two groups, kind of grouped together and had a bunch of good old times, made a lot of powerful artifacts and stuff. And then artifacts from the dwarven side started ending up in the hands of orcs and goblins somehow. A rift was caused between the two because both of them blamed the other for the cause, and then the orcs and goblins eventually wiped out both the elves and the dwarves. He, the Lathias here, fled into the tower where they fashioned artifacts and magically collapsed it in on himself, destroying that whole finger of the hand, because there are 5 towers, killing any orcs within it. But when he woke up, he was this undead knight thing, still, sworn to protect the hand and couldn't leave. And he has no idea why. Yeah, so he's up in the Labalus Tower, I believe it is, yeah, which is the Mage Tower. So, there's a number of towers. There's 5 in total. The one right
You
here,
can count on
this
me.
would be the entrance to one, but it's completely destroyed. That's the one that Lathias there destroyed in life. Larrel is up at the top of the Labalus one. That's Corlon. I believe Corlon is the government, not really government, it's like the military operations one. This over here. There's then Chevrash and Solinar. Yeah, there's Chevrash. I don't know what Chevrash is. Actually, I can't remember exactly which tower that is. I could ask him. Because Lathias spells all this out for you if you want him to. Lift is broken. I believe this one here is Solinar, which is the priest tower. Yes. Which means the last one over here is Labalus, the mage tower. Larrel was the archmage of this place. He ran the whole thing, and he had been in charge of it for centuries at least. Now he's this ancient lich-like creature called a Baelnorn. If you attempt to ascend Labalus, it doesn't work out for you. He took care of it for you. The rest of the tower is okay. Only the first level of it has been completely destroyed. The rest of it is floating right in the air above you. And what's driven him mad, no one really knows.
It shall be done.
Frankly, I don't even know
You
why
can
he's
count on
mad,
me.
or why fixing the astrolabe helps anything, but it does.
You can count on me.
So he doesn't... Will he not just tell me what the name of the towers are? Yeah, so Sahanin was the one that he destroyed. I think one of the other NPCs around here can tell me, because there's a bunch of friendly ones. Yeah, this is the shopkeeper, who has no idea the tower is destroyed. He thinks everything is all good. Greetings, Sa. Alright, let's see. I want to know what Chevrash is. Armed Forces. Okay, so that's the Armed Forces one. Yeah, and Kayless is in charge of them. We'll have to deal with her. So which one's Corlon, then? Okay, so one's military operations, one's like the actual barracks and stuff and training. Alright, that makes sense. He's got a lot of basic stuff. I think the elven stuff, yeah, just extra cold resistance. Which, some people aren't wearing any of that, so might as well take them. I can sell things to him if I decide to. Oh yeah, well, let's just add on some cold resistance. Actually, he's already got cold resistance. And so does he. Do you? I don't think this guy does. No, he doesn't. Let's hand it all over to the cleric. Oh, he's already got those on.
can count on me.
That moth-eaten stuff in his inventory, that just to show you that some of his inventory is old and decrepit because it's been here for ages. None of that's actually worth anything. That there's a potion that can cure fatigue. This is emotion hope or something like that. Yep. He does have ammo. I could purchase some ammo for my party from him.
It shall be done.
There's a girl who has no idea the place has been destroyed. Her mom told her to hide under a bed. She did for a while. And then when she eventually came out, her mom and everyone else was gone. I don't know where her mom is. You never find her. The girl is just kind of trapped here in a state of undeath forever. These guys are all still enjoying the banquet hall. I don't think there's actually anything in here. And then they all just kind of fade out of existence and disappear as you enter. I guess they don't like being disturbed.
I stand ready.
The last one over here is where the bard is at, who normally entertains these kinds of people. There's more shadowed ones in there that'll vanish as you get near him. It's kind of a spooky tower.
You can count on me.
And it's kind of unsatisfying that you can't just, you know, roll in and lift the curse, but that's the way it works. I don't have the answer to all of the problems everywhere. Hear the tale of Larrel. Yeah, so he sings a lot. Basically everything I've already said. So what happened was, as the orcs and everything were making their advances, Larrel came up with the idea to cast a mythal, which was, it's the thing that Oric the Grey wants to know about. Old elven magic. Very ancient, very powerful. If he could cast a mythal over the entirety of the hand, he could, like, basically, a mythal is just a powerful weave of magical energy, and you can use it to do basically anything. So he wanted to do that, and kind of, I don't know, destroy them, get rid of them, send them out of it, something, to get rid of all the dwarves, or to get rid of all the orcs and the goblins. And he was hell-bent on destroying the dwarves, or seeing them destroyed too. He hated them, because he blamed them for all of this. The mythal worked, just not like he intended. Before he knew it, everyone was trapped. Himself included, and he was driven mad. Now, to restore his fractured sanity, you just have to get the astrolabe fixed. The astrolabe is, I don't know, some kind of weird contraption they use to measure stars, like an actual astrolabe, but I don't know why it matters to him, or how that affects his mind at all, but it does. That piece of machinery we got from the bottom of the tower behind all those bladed skeletons, that's what that's for. There's 3, I think, or 4 of them. I think there's 1 in each of the towers, and then the one down at the bottom. Once you get them all, you can bring them up to the place where Larrel is actually at, because the Larrel we've been seeing is just an image of him he can project around and cast magic through. He's really powerful. I did do that, right? Yeah. And he himself doesn't attack us once we get up there, fortunately. But then you can fix the astrolabe and he returns to his normal self. And you can rest. You can rest here safely. Lots of emotion spells. Hopelessness is pretty awesome. Nullifies emotion hope. So hope is the opposite of that. Didn't I have another emotion spell, too? No, I saw another one for Sail in Oric's place. It was the opposite of courage. That's right. It is the heavy crossbow of accuracy, which I think is just straight up better than this one. Yeah, +7, +2.
My sword, it shall be done.
Where'd the girl go? Oh. Okay, so that leaves us with 3 towers, technically 4. You still have to get to Lavalas. It's connected to Cheverash by like a little bridge, or maybe it's connected to Coralon. One of the two. Pretty sure it's Cheverash, but it might be Coralon. And so there's a bridge that you can use to cross over to the second level of it that has not been destroyed.
Aye.
But the first floor is completely wiped out.
I am on it.
Okay,
Duty called.
so this is Solinar, the priest tower.
You can count on me.
She still retains a semblance of what she is. So she wants me to kill the priests in the rest of the tower here because they've all been driven mad. She's still retained her former
I
mind.
stand ready.
The rest of them have
I shall
not.
see to it.
And the shrine has been completely destroyed. So she wants me to go up and put them out of their misery and just end their existence, which I, of course, will do. So the acolytes are not a big problem. They just kind of go at you with maces. It's the priests that you need to find and kill, these guys.
Victory.
Alright, there's another one.
I am needed.
I don't think we can actually stun them, but I'll try. Yeah, that did nothing.
My enemies always bring.
Oh, great. They're going after the mage for some reason. Melt that one. Almost got him. See if that does it. Uh-oh. That isn't good.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Ah! Someone stop him. The Smite Evil's not going to work. They're not evil. Do this. This'll work. Okay, now the thief got him.
Ready.
Oh my goodness. That was really, really, really close.
Job done.
Is that all?
Here I go.
Evades effect from Entangle. Thieves get to evade in this? Well, I think the only person who can actually deal with this hole is my cleric. Like, no one else has any kind of capability over it. So we're just helpless till he comes out of his trance. Mage took some serious hits.
I shall see to it.
Easy as gone.
Also, why does every cleric in this game get to cast Entangle? That's not a cleric spell.
Aye.
Alright, on to the next. I think there's 3 levels to this thing. Let's try a little more tactical approach this time. They won't attack you right away. It takes them a second to realize you're the enemy. And And now we can see the clerics immediately and tear them to pieces. Whoa! Okay, I do not like that. Let's drop one of these right there. What's the next? Let's do that.
Deliver. Aye.
Hold on, before you go charging out there.
That's your command.
Alright, that was pretty nasty on him. What was it? Miscast. He can't cast now.
My sword is yours.
And she deafened him. Which doesn't keep him from casting, but makes it a whole lot more annoying. Whatever, we got him.
Ready?
What now? Like an arrow?
Now see, for the most part, they aren't that bad, because the Acolytes aren't super strong when it comes to fighting. They're alright, but they're not great. And the Clerics have some annoying spells, but if you don't have people to capitalize on your annoying spells, they're just annoying, not actually dangerous. Which means at the end of the day, it's only a matter of time. Alright, there's another part of the machine. That is a permanent potion. I don't know what it is, because there's a number of potions that look like that are randomly generated. Dexterity +1, strength of -1. And that's permanent. I don't know if that's actually worth it, though. Missile Thaka. Interesting. And a necklace of archery. That's pretty cool. It's only +2, and it's a warhammer, so it does less damage overall. +1 to Dex. What's he already... He's already getting one from this, right? That'd give him... This would lower his strength by 1. Right, but it'd give him 1 better armor class point. 1 better to hit, I think. Yeah, because 17 to 18, as far as strength is... No, that is a difference, actually, yeah. I could do that for him, actually. His strength bonus shouldn't lower at all, and his dexterity bonus should increase by 1. Yeah, I mean, he can't carry as much, but he should still be dealing the same amount of damage.
Aye.
And now he just has better armor class, better thieving abilities, all kinds of stuff. Alright.
I shall see to it. Aye.
I think this is the last level. They're all going to open, aren't they? I remember something like that. But there are a couple rooms in the hand that look like this.
Potentis.
I'll wash me beard in your...
I am on it. I shall see to it. Aye. It shall be done. Aye. I shall see to it. You can count on me. It shall be done. It shall be done.
My enemies
How can I help?
Where are you going? There we go. Alright, that's the last of the clerics. Now we just gotta loot.
So that's how it is.
Nothing's locked. Probably nothing's trapped. Just gonna take a look around anyway. Oh, interesting. This wasn't all residential. Some of this was infirmary. Which makes sense. The priests are the ones who treat people. Ah, a barrel of pure water. That's for the woman in this tower as well. She wants to purify that room with all the statues and stuff. And holy water you can pour. It's not pure water, it's holy water. I misspoke. Normally you wouldn't think I'd have to specify, but turns out in the severed hand, the difference is significant. Pure water comes into play much later. But holy water I can give to her. She'll cleanse the area with it, and she'll also give me a reward for killing all the priests. It's a good thing she doesn't care about me looting either, because I'm definitely going to loot. I believe that's a ring of sanctuary. Interesting. I can't identify this thing. Blindness, deafness, and disease. Cool.
You can count
Alright,
on
let's
me.
head back down. So priest's all dead. Another machine part down.
Very well.
And there's nothing else to do with the priest sanctum once you cleanse it with the water.
You can count on me.
After that, we should be all good. And then I think she might move on, but I'm not certain of that. I think she actually does stay here.
See to it.
Some of these spirits are okay to move on to the next part of their life once their purpose is accomplished. $36,000. And she gave me a sling. Restore the pools if she had some holy water. Brought some holy water. 78,000. And now it looks cooler. I don't think he can identify. Oh, got that one. This is, I think, it's just a +3 sling. 11, 6 to 9. You need to deal some more damage.
I shall see to it.
The mage is casting more often than
It
throwing,
shall
and the
be done.
cleric is in melee combat like 80% of the time, so... Frankly, my druid casts a lot too, because pure druids aren't meant to fight. That's not their main purpose.
I stand ready.
And in this game, they have enough spells to act
Aye.
as seriously competent warcasters. Alright. So you can use it to find traps and no alignment. Both worthless spells, but that should bring in some money. And you can use Sanctuary for clerics and druids. Druid can keep it around. If it ever really gets risky, he can just disappear. Alright, now this is pretty cool. Yeah, just Charisma and Armor class, and that's it. I don't think it actually protects you against critical hits. But I always give that to a paladin.
It shall
Now he
be
doesn't
done.
have a helmet. But he does have a 19 Charisma and a better armor class, so, you know, whatever.
Duty calls.
So, let's go to Corlon next. If Shavresh is the one I think it is, I want to go there last.
It
Yep.
shall be done.
Alright, so there's a big old, like, elven war council through this door. Lots of guys. I don't think I even need protection from evil, because I don't think anything down here is evil. I'll use it anyway, though. Alright.
Aye.
Just put some of them up in the center, some of them stay down at the bottom. There's an officer up there at the top. Seeing him triggers the others, pretty much. There they are. Alright. Swordsmen, archers, but they have a cleric and a mage. I know that much at least. There's the mage. Put him down.
Stand and deliver.
Oh, they're hasted. That's bad.
Let's go to work.
2 could play at that game, but I'm not sure if I want to. I don't think I can fear them. They're worth a try. You know, what do I have to lose?
My sword is yours.
I'm here.
There's a cleric over on this side somewhere. Go for the archer.
Your command?
At least I think there's a cleric somewhere. Okay, wizard's dead. Boring beetles are all dead.
Yes.
Imperial. Duty calls.
My enemies always bring out the best in me.
Alright, the officer is almost dead. Other than him, it's just a bunch of swordsmen. Let's see if we can put him down. Nope.
What would you have of me? Gods grant me strength. The battle is joined.
That one zombie killed 2 of these guys.
Done.
Kind of hysterical to me.
So that's how it is.
It's also interesting how much good loot there is, just like lying in bundles of chairs in this place.
Alright, I shall see to it. Attack!
It's just to keep the undead abomination out of the way. If I were actually role-playing this guy, there'd be no way anyone in this party would be allowed to summon undead. Nice composite longbow that no one uses. On to the next level. Okay, this is the actual war council room I was thinking of. That wasn't the actual room. There's like 3 officers around a table in here. And I don't have any summoned help this time. Although, just shapeshift into a fire elemental if I feel like it. I've got a plan, though. So here's what we're going to do. Throw a web. Okay, here's what we're actually going to do. Everyone get in the room.
Gladly.
Wizard.
Understood. Onward.
Our people are going to come rolling out any minute. So let's use what we can. There's a cleric.
Ready?
I stand ready.
Assist you in any. Surely.
Not feeling super confident about the placement of these area effect spells.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
At your command.
Uh-oh. Not again. What is with that guy? He keeps getting held. Okay, she dead. Kill the archer.
Go to work.
Easy as goblin pie.
What would you have of me? To victory.
I split you in two. Is that all? Ready? Watch me go. I split you in two. So that's how it is.
I shall see to it.
The spike stones used to be way more colorful. They were all like purple and stuff.
I'm here.
They looked real funky, but it was interesting.
Here I go.
Now they're all shadowed. I don't think I like it more. Makes it kind of hard to tell where their area effect is. So that's another part of the machine. The last one is on Kaylessa, and she's the captain of the guard here. Stone Skin and Cloud Kill. Both of those are fantastic. Ooh. +3 Wakazashi. Inflicts 1d8 +3 piercing damage on the wielder. Oh, never mind.
My sword is yours. Very well.
I think that was the last big engagement as far as Solinar is concerned.
Duty calls. Aye.
Alright, this is the last room with actual enemies in it.
How may I best serve?
These three can just roll out and kill everything. It's just individual rooms with individual guys. I think they're all officers, but, you know, alone. It's a dirty and brutal job. But things like these shadowed elves can't be allowed to just kind of wander around the world, as far as I'm concerned.
I split you in two. Yeah?
Duty calls. I am on it. Aye.
Alright, so pretty small, reasonably uneventful. They're all officers, but officers really aren't that much worse than the regular guys. I think those are not +2 arrows, despite their look. Those are arrows of the hand, which I think do cold damage or something funky like that. Life's Gift. I think that means every hit, it's 15% chance of healing. $11 to 15. Do I have to? I don't. I've only got one so far. You know, 1d3 hit points isn't a big enough deal to do that with. Oh, so those are just +2 arrows. Yeah, there's no difference.
Duty calls. I am on it.
And this is the Arboretum.
Duty calls.
This guy wants it restored to its former glory. So he cared for this place his entire life. It used to be flowing with pure water, had many plants and small animals and birds and stuff in it. And then, when the mythal was used, everything in there died right before his eyes, before he himself was reduced to a ghastly shade like he is now. He just wants to see some life returned to it.
Stand ready.
So he wants me to find pure water,
I shall see to it.
seeds that can thrive in harsh environments, some birds, and some rodents, like squirrels and stuff. None of them are in the hand. Those are all from other locations, so we'll eventually come back for that because it's worth a ton of experience.
Duty calls.
And here is Kaylessa, the captain of the guard.
I shall see to it.
Once it mentioned something about Larrel's great astrolabe, how it was no longer turning. Wondrous device to help him and his wizards research space and time. They were using it during the last days. Maybe that thing is the mythal, now that I think about it. And then she found one of the pieces of machinery that was scattered throughout the place in the chaos. So she will give me the piece of the machinery that she's got if I clear out the soldiers from the rest of the hand. She also had some prisoners that they'd captured from the attacking forces in here. So I'll just, you know, deal with those. Because she should have a long time ago. Driven more mad than they already were. By, like, centuries or millennia of being trapped in here. I think it's probably been at least 1,000 years since this place was destroyed.
You can count on me.
Alright, so there's lots of bad guys, and they're all super annoying.
I am needed.
Let's see if I can deal with a bunch of their archers, though. Okay, that hurt a lot of their archers real bad. You kill him. You two, you get that one, you take out him.
I'll split you in two.
Awesome.
This time, actions must speak louder
Aye.
than words.
Stand and deliver.
Very well.
I'll split you.
My enemies always bring out the best in me.
Alright, done. So the top of those stairs have all been boarded up, which you can see from up here, but this place leads you up there
You can
anyway.
count on me.
Ready.
So let's just, let's do the skull trap glyph of warding trick again. That worked last time.
Stand and deliver. It shall be done.
Something interrupted my druid. Dang it. Alright. Everyone focus up on him.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
The battle is joined.
Surely.
Aye. I stand ready. Attack!
Die.
Aye.
Alright, they have one more level under their control. Let's just do that. Nothing new on the wisdom front. Or on the spell casting front. Right. Don't want to take another 2-weapon style, because that wouldn't be right. Yeah, I have no idea. It's a spear, sure. Let's just go more attack magic. He seems to be making great use of it. Conjuring up a fire elemental could be nice. What level is he? 12. Okay, so this won't take too long from the level... Well, I mean, that's quite a while, but then the big gap, I think, is level 14.
I shall see to it.
Alright, so there's that little bridgeway right over there on the left side. That's how I can get over to the Labalus Tower. They have a few guards keeping you from just straight walking through without a problem. But other than that, there's nothing there.
Aye.
And then up here, I think they have some prisoners. Yeah,
My
bunch of
sword is
spiders. Raid spiders are no biggie, though. We can kill them. Oh, they have magic resistance. Interesting.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Duty calls.
Easy as goblin pie.
What now?
I stand ready. Very well. At your command. I shall see to it.
I think that's teleport field, and I picked up Belt and Spurning Blood. For what little that's worth. That there is about the Hippogriff Riders of the Hands. Yeah, and like that doesn't really relate to anything. I think that's just kind of interesting.
You can count
All
on
right.
me.
Down the
Duty
stairs.
calls.
Gonna go back down, tell Kaylessa I killed her men.
You can count on me.
It will be done.
Not a problem.
I am on it. It shall be done.
Another 78,000. She says the only thing she wants left is, or the only thing she wants now is to join them. So, you know, give her the honor of dying in battle.
It is a
Then she
shame
attacks.
that we must resort to violence.
Imagine how much it would suck to be her. And these people walk in and they kill all of your soldiers, and you're like, now give me the honor of dying in battle, and you attack them. And you win. And you've just killed these innocent people. Who just did everything they could to help you, were seeking to help the land and everything like that. Alright, Boots of Speed. Boots of Speed are pretty nice. Let's give them to the fighter. And Elven Chainmail. Oh, whoa, that gives Dexterity +1. And cold resistance. Open locks and fine trap, everything's down by a little bit, right? But if you look at him with his dexterity bonuses, hide and shadows, move silently are both at 120. Open locks is 120. Fine traps is 115. So even with this, all that's pretty much over 100. Or should be. Yeah. Pickpockets is low, but that's because he doesn't even pickpockets.
Ready.
So that's how it is.
Cool.
Aye.
Let's go get some rest, and then we can head over to Lavalos Tower. There's no boss fight in the Severed Hand.
You can count on me.
At the end of all these dungeons, well, not the Temple of the Forgotten God, but we've had a lot of boss fights throughout the game. There really aren't any here. There are some stronger enemies. You know, we killed a Shadowed Orc Chieftain, we killed the Serrated Skeleton and the Severed Soul. But most of the powerful elves that were cursed retained their actual mind.
It shall be done.
Alright, so the bridge to Lavalos
You can
is
count
guarded.
on me.
Not very heavily. It's got like a few archers, a few swordsmen, and like a mage, I think. But it has some guards. So let's see if I can't just cripple their defenses real quick.
On my way.
If I can silence them, their mage won't be able to do anything. Oh, it's a cleric and then a mage, and it's all the way in the back. Got it. Alright. Well, let's try this.
I shall see to it.
Gotcha. Oh, really?
I'm here.
You can count on me.
And I think there are some defenders here, but not many. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Oh my goodness, my paladin has been charmed. That isn't
I'll make
not
this
good.
as painless as possible. It is a shame
He still
that
has his crossbow out, so there's that at least.
Let's go. I shall be swift about it.
Not a problem.
What would you have of me?
Yeah, good as
It shall be done.
Oh, they've been confused. That isn't good.
Easy as goblin pie. Easy as goblin pie.
Well, there's nothing I can... There's the destroyed level. There's nothing I can do to speed up the process of charm removal. I just have to wait for that. But I think that's all the elves, at least. Looks like it. Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Well, while we're waiting, might as well check for traps. Dire Charm. He has... It says Dire Charm and Domination on him. I don't know if both of those things appear for one spell or not. I always see them coupled together. It could be that the mage hurled a Dire Charm and the cleric hurled a Domination at the same time, but... I don't know. It takes a while to wear off in, like, either one of those. I thought as an undead hunter he'd be immune to Charm. You know, because that's kind of a big vulnerability if a vampire can just take control of you. Why did the music suddenly kick in? There was nothing for, like, the whole time. Dagger +2. Some kind of ironstone. This journal here is, I don't think it's Yvain. It is Yvain, yeah. Yeah, so she was the daughter of Larrel. She believed that the dwarves were innocent. They didn't do all the things that her father believed they did, and that he was a fool for thinking that. And a bigger fool for attacking them. Or at least cutting off all communication with them, basically. And so she left to try and negotiate with them. To restore some semblance of, like, friendly conversation. But it didn't work out. She never came back. And Dorn's Deep eventually fell, too. Okay, so how long is this gonna take? We don't have any kind of, like, dispelling items or anything, I don't think. Color spray and blindness. I always forget that he can do that. Alright. Oh, there it goes. I was about to say I'd cut until it was done. No need. Aha, the library. Nothing of value to search here. However, what you want to do is go speak to this guy. He just asks you which of these you want. Just take them all, because they're all worth money. All except for that one. And Mythal Theory can be given to Auric. Now I got interesting comment about an elven warrior who had visited him recently. She took a book with a magical artifact, sketches, and a book about unicorns. That would be that Lady Ilbrathia, or however you pronounce her name. Whatever her name is. One of Pocalin's lieutenants. I don't know what her interest with unicorns is all about. They never expound on that. It's mentioned in Precio's journal. It's mentioned by this guy here who says that she showed up at the Severed Hand and checked out a book about some of that stuff recently. But she hasn't been back in a long while. Because apparently there are black unicorns that wander around the grounds around here. Alright, and this is it. So trying to speak to Larrel now gets you nowhere.
Free my people. Astrolabe, worlds.
This guy here. Broken, can't power her up. Waste my time, name is Gellerith. During the days when I was alive, I built and maintained this hunk of junk that used to be an astrolabe. Designing a building. Device was needed by the wizards to help research the stars and the moon. Alright. Arrow pierced in my back. When I woke, found myself in this ghastly form. Now I spend my days trying to figure a way to fix this machine. Alright. So then you can start giving machine. 36,000, 36,000, 52,000, and 52,000. And then you give it a second, and he should power it all up. There we go. And that restores his fractured sanity.
Greetings, adventurers. Pardon me while I gather my thoughts. Who are you, and what has just come to pass? Indeed you have, noble adventurers.
Could you imagine that? Some random adventurers show up to fix this thing, and all of a sudden they find a, like, millennia or centuries old curse over this whole area, and they kill all the undead, and then undo the curse.
But surely you did not come
That's a ton of work.
on a whim. You wish to learn what came to pass. In light of the you will need to be patient. It seems my people then, but day furious. We were as to be expected. You wish to learn centuries ago the time.
He explains the whole story to you, which I've already basically summed up.
He was angry with me. Angry
And that would be the god, Corlon, I believe it is, or Rilliphane.
Angry as he watched the lives
Oh,
of
Lavalus
lives of
Enerith.
people being unnaturally twisted.
And he was unhappy, so he cursed the place.
Pride and arrogance, I was transformed into a Baelmorn. My punishment was to watch watch over the runes of the hand of the Seldarine and its people. Cursed
Yeah, so
forever.
basically he twisted the mythal out of place so that it would, he turned him into a Baelnorn, which is a noble elven lich. So he was good, but he was also insane. And then he scattered the pieces of the astrolabe around, specifically so that one would have to fight through, like, basically the entire severed hand to get them, to put the people to rest as they should have been. And so that's what happened.
You have returned.
And I give him the diary belonging to his daughtery,
Fools! Can you not discern it with your
and
own
he believes that
mind?
the dwarves killed her.
Those dwarves committed the worst
Which doesn't make him
atrocity,
happy.
knowing its impact on me. You have returned.
And then, here we go with the Heartstone gem.
With that said, what is it you seek to learn from the Heartstone gem? Then you will have what you seek. And
Freed from the shackle.
even if Labelus's curse had taken my eyesight, I would still.
And so he
recognize
saw
it whole. What you have seen
the
is born
statue of an elf
dead
and a
for
dwarf
praise.
sitting side by side on like a big table, which was a monument built outside Dorn's
If you
Deep.
do decide to venture forth to that dwarven vestige of evil, then I will mark its location on your map. Also, I have the power to take you there if you wish.
Alright, so he can send us to Dorn's Deep or Kuldahar. And Dorn's Deep is where the next part of the story takes place. We're now finished with the Severed Hand. And over in Dorn's Deep is where the Heartstone gem said the evil was. So he took the Heartstone gem, I believe, when he did that. They take it away from you. Canonically, it ends up back in the hands of Kuldahar. I'd assume someone came here ages later and found it again. But he doesn't keep that thing.
You can count on me.
It has more power than just foresight. Okay, so next episode I'll have him send us to Dorn's Deep, but that's where I'm going to end this one. So we finished the Severed Hand, Larrel's all good, Heartstone Gem is finished, and now we know where to go to find the enemy. It's going to be a while, like, I don't know, somewhere between like 4 and 6 episodes probably before we're done. Dorn's Deep is really 3 areas. There's Upper Dorn's Deep, there's the Worm's Tooth Glacier, then there's the Lower Dorn's Deep. And that's most of the end game areas. Then there's one place at the end of that you go to after all of that. But that is all for this one. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Not a problem.